Fun fact, millions of social security numbers, addresses, and other personal information were just leaked in a massive nationwide data breach. And you hear that and probably think, ooh, yikes, glad that wasn't me. And to that I say, are you sure? Look, I'm sorry. I know there's a lot of fear mongering in this space. It's like every ad for an identity theft protection service tries to sell you this narrative of a hacker deep in a dark basement somewhere personally plotting to steal your personal identity, Jeff. But the reality is most identity theft happens because of these massive data breaches and nothing to do with you personally. But in any case, that's why today I am looking at Aura, which, spoiler alert, I feel is the best identity theft protection service all around. Let's break it down, talk about what it actually does, and why I think it's worth your money. Setting it up takes less than 10 minutes. Just head to the description below, click that link, select which plan you want to sign up for. I'm going to do individual, enter your basic information, your email, your full name, address, some personal information so they can verify your identity, create your password, and boom, Aura begins to create your account and set up your profile. The beauty of Aura is that it gets to work right away and its alerts start showing up almost immediately. Unlike some other services where you're left waiting for several days trying to figure out if it's actually doing anything, Aura gets to work right away. In my experience, setting up the account took me about a minute and a half, and then it immediately started a dark web scan, which showed very quickly that several of my passwords had been leaked onto the dark web. Yikes. Not a good sitch to be in. Now that you're all set up, let's take a look at the dashboard. Is it complicated? About as complicated as making yourself some toast. And not even the fancy avocado kind, just regular toast. A little butter. Maybe jam if you want it. So one of the first things I recommend you do is head to your vault and add more items that you want monitored. Driver's license, loyalty cards, financial accounts, for example. You can add so many items here. Of all of the identity theft protection services that I have tested, Aura takes the cake in terms of just the sheer amount of things that they allow you to monitor. One of the things I noticed is it auto-populated all of the vehicles in my name. Every car or truck that I own, it shows up automatically. And if any changes occur, I get notified immediately. That level of thoroughness is just part of what sets Aura apart from the rest. You know how typically a tool or a piece of software just really tries to do one thing really well? Well, Aura pretty much decided that they want to try and do everything with regards to identity theft protection. And for the most part, all of their features are top notch. First up, credit monitoring. Aura offers credit report monitoring from all three of the major bureaus, that's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, on every plan. This is really a standout feature when you compare to some of the other services that are out there, which typically only cover one credit bureau and then ask that you pay more in order to get coverage from all three. But it's important that you're covering all three credit reports because there's stuff that might show up on one credit report that gets missed by another. You don't want any gaps when it comes to monitoring your credit. One thing I love is the one-click Experian credit lock feature. With Experian, I leave it locked like 99% of the time, and I only unlock it if I'm about to apply for a new credit card or open an auto loan. Real-time alerts are another thing that I love about Aura. I get a notification whenever there's a change to my credit report or a compromise in my vault, or if my information pops up on the dark web. In my experience and the experience of my team, we get our alerts faster from Aura than just about any other identity theft protection service that we test. Like I mentioned earlier, Aura does a pretty great job of monitoring the dark web for your personal information. It constantly scans to see if any of your personal info pops up for sale alongside plenty of other unsavory things. While you can't actually delete your information from the dark web, it just doesn't work that way, knowing that that information has popped up and is available there helps you take steps to further secure things, whether that's by changing a compromised password or taking steps to secure any potentially compromised accounts. Speaking of, Aura also includes transaction monitoring for your bank accounts and credit cards, alerting you to suspicious activity, because nothing says happy Monday like finding out that somebody went on a shopping spree in a country that you've never visited. Finally, have you ever Googled yourself? Like, not in like a narcissistic way, like, okay, maybe a little bit, but just to see what's out there? Try adding your age and your city and just prepare to be freaked out out at all that you find. Because there are these websites called data brokers that collect and package your personal information to then sell it to whoever may want it. They don't even pay you for the privilege. The nerve, right? Aura has a built-in service that sends opt-out requests and data removal takedown requests on your behalf automatically without you having to lift a finger. Now, is it as robust or comprehensive as specialized services like Optory or Delete Me? No, but it's a great add-on to have in this one subscription package. One thing to note, I would like to see a little bit more transparency when it comes to what information is being used to send these opt-out requests. It can be hard to confirm what information was taken down, and even if it's in relation to the right person, because sometimes these services will remove the information of somebody who just happens to have the same first and last name as you, and it's not actually taking down your information. But nobody's perfect. You know, this is why I like to double up a service like Aura with something like Optory. Having both ensures that the most information about me is taken down from the internet. Now, remember when I said that Aura tries to do everything and most of it is amazing? Well, here are some of the things where I feel like they kind of don't cut it. So with your subscription, you get a password manager, a VPN, and an antivirus software. Any of these as good as some of the standalone options that are out there? No. Full disclosure, I had some real issues when I tried to use their antivirus software and ended up having to disable it, but it was still able to scan my computer for any identifiable threats. While these tools might not compete with standalone options, they offer solid all-in-one protection for anyone looking to up their digital security game under one single subscription. Another limitation worth noting, Aura currently only offers two-factor authentication through email and text, and I would personally like to see it add support for authenticator apps or hardware security keys. You know, for those of us who are a little extra about security, and yes, I am raising my hand as one of those people. Lastly, I feel like I should mention their new activity feed can be a little bit overwhelming. It's kind of like opening Facebook after you've been offline for a week and like a major world event happens. But for the most part, their dashboard is fairly clean and easy to navigate. All right, let's talk about what happens if things do go sideways, because they can, oftentimes, no matter how careful you are. Aura gives each adult on any plan $1 million in identity theft insurance. Now, that's not me trying to exaggerate or sound like Dr. Evil. Like, that's actually $1 million. This covers things like up to $125 an hour in legal fees and other eligible expenses due to identity theft, including stolen fund reimbursement, personal expense compensation, and even lost wages. And if you have significant assets, Aura can up that coverage to $5 million for $4 per person per month. Now, when identity theft strikes, having good support is crucial, and Aura offers 24/7 US-based threat resolution specialists. In my experience, they are very easy to reach, usually less than a minute of wait time over the phone, and they actually know what they're talking about. What's particularly valuable is that Aura's support provides concrete, practical tips and follows up to make sure that the issue actually gets resolved. Let's talk about money. Aura offers 3 main tiers: individual, couple, and family plans that offer up to 5 adults and unlimited kids, because let's face it, with COVID and staying inside, a lot of us have gotten pretty good at introducing new members into our families. Individual plans start at $10 a month, while the family plans run for $32, but you can save money on both of these plans, both by paying annually and by using the discount links in the description below that I have placed there for you so that you can save money. You're welcome. Here's the thing that I love about Aura's pricing, especially compared to some of their competitors, which make you pay up charges for some of the good stuff. Aura offers their complete protection to everyone on every plan. The only difference is how many people are covered and how many devices we're covering. One important thing to note about their family plans: family members need to live under the same roof in order for their claims to be covered. So no, you cannot add the one cousin who lives in another state but helped you move a couch that one time. So after using Aura for quite a while, and trust me, I have tried just about everything that is out there, here is my honest take. Aura is the best identity theft protection service on the market. You just can't beat its value. If you're a super advanced tech user who needs specialized tools, you can still have Aura as your base identity theft protection while utilizing other software. That's exactly what I do. If you are ready to take control of your identity and give Aura a try, use the link in the description below. You will save money while also supporting the channel, which I greatly appreciate. Plus, Aura offers a 14-day trial so you can test out all of these features for yourself. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.